So we got a poll question happening over here at facebook.com/manhour. And I simply asked the question, will Bryce Young be labeled a bust? And John, Mr. Pigskin Punter himself says nope. Nope. Bryce Young will not be labeled a bust. Why is that, John? Why is that? He has won a total of 3 NFL games. He has had a total of 5 touchdown passes in 19 games. He has a total of 12 interceptions? Something crazy like that. He has some pretty bad stats. But is it going to be because of all the blame is going to be pointed toward the organization? Is it going to be that all the blame is finally pointed on, hey, Carolina Panthers, you set this guy up for failure. You fired his coach that drafted him 11 games into the season. You played him 1 NFL series during the preseason, 3rd game versus the Buffalo Bills. You played him 2 NFL games, and I don't know. It's a question, guys. Do you guys think he will be labeled an NFL bust? I think he will ultimately be labeled an NFL bust. Do I think he is going to be a bust? I don't know. Maybe he can, find some Baker Mayfield in him and go find a new team that wants him. Maybe he can find some Sam Darnold here, kind of be a journeyman and find a team that wants him. Maybe he can pull off a Nick Foles, go be a backup somewhere, sit the bench all season long. Your starting quarterback happens to go down 3 weeks left in the season. Bada bing, bada boom. Insert you become a Super Bowl MVP. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? And John says they are saving him after Vegas game. No offensive line. And this is what I got to say about this, though, John. Once you bench a player for the season, especially somebody like Bryce Young that has had 0 success in the NFL. Yes, he beat C.J. Stroud, week 12 of last season. Yes, he did have an opportunity to win a couple games this season. He's not going to now. But this kid's confidence is shattered. He has no confidence in himself. He has no confidence in the organization. He has no confidence in the coaching staff. Honestly, if I was Bryce Young right now, I would be asking for a trade. I would be trade me somewhere. Get me somewhere out of here. If you guys want Andy Dalton, go for it. Simple fact of the matter is, once you bench a rookie quarterback, a second-year quarterback, just for a game or whatever, no, you have to stick with Andy Dalton for the rest of the season. You have to stick with Andy Dalton for the rest of the season, 100%. So just not after the Vegas game, it's for the rest of the season. Bryce Young is benched for the rest of the season. It just has to be that way. Jim Powell is in the chat as well, and he says, I hope Carolina isn't going to react like most replacements and play lights out. That is true. That is true, Jim. I actually posted a question up here on our Facebook page earlier today, facebook.com/manhour NFL talk. And the media asked Antonio Pierce, Coach Pierce, the head coach for the Las Vegas Raiders, is this Carolina game going to be a trap game? You know, you do have a backup quarterback. You are expected to win. You did beat the Ravens the previous week. Is there going to be a letdown? Is there going to be this? I mean, unfortunately, there might be. The Red Rocket, Mr. Andy Dalton, has won a lot of football games. Andy Dalton kind of got the short end of the stick in Dallas. For whatever reason, nobody liked Andy Dalton in Dallas at all. It showed it very much so when he got his ass knocked out. He was seeing stars worse than Tua was. And not one person on the Dallas Cowboys was there to defend him or help him up or fight off the other team. Hell, the other team's trainer came over and checked him out before the Dallas Cowboys even realized what happened. But historically, we don't have film on a quarterback. There's film on Andy Dalton, but he hasn't played in 4 years. He's been a backup for was it the Bears, and then was he at the Saints? This is his second year as a backup in Carolina. There's not film on Andy Dalton. You don't know what to expect. So I guess I can see that a little bit. James Frank is in the chat, top fan himself. What's up, James Frank? He says he don't have the heart that Baker has. And to be honest, James, you as a Browns fan, when Baker was in Cleveland, many people put that no heart label on Baker, right? When you guys went to the playoffs and you did beat the Pittsburgh Steelers for the first time, 25 years or 30 years, whatever it was, he was playing with the torn labrum in his shoulder. Nobody knew about it. I think he tore it against the Kansas City Chiefs, right? Nobody knew about it, and he's playing some bad football. His arm strength looked weak at best. He was making some heir apparent throws, and people were like, oh, Baker's washed up. Baker sucks, whatever, yada, yada, yada. He has no heart. He has no glory. I mean, I personally think Bryce Young just needs a new location. Bryce Young needs to go find a team and an organization that is willing to invest into him. Bryce Young could be a career backup. There's been many, many good quarterbacks that have been career backups. Chase Daniels, Gardner Minshew, Nick Foles, right? Just signed with the Philadelphia Eagles on Monday night and retired as an Eagle. Super Bowl MVP winning Philadelphia Eagle. Bryce Young needs to go somewhere where he is going to be wanted and kind of groomed, right? Seattle Seahawks makes sense. Geno Smith, you don't know what you're going to get with him from week to week. He's 34, 35 years old. You could go to the New York Jets, learn from Aaron Rodgers. Zach Wilson improved night and day sitting behind Aaron Rodgers for just the summer in 3 plays, right? Bryce Young has a place somewhere if an organization is willing to invest $1 million into him. Invest a 6th or 5th round pick and just invest some time in the kid. That's all he needs is some time investment. And the Carolina Panthers, they've seen the success of C.J. Stroud and the Houston Texans. They're like, right. James says, I will take Bryce Young as my backup in Cleveland over DTR. Oh, no. You said you want Dorian Thompson over Bryce Young. DTR is a pretty good athlete.